We also consider flag as a very sacred to us. All the substantive issues has already been negotiated and declared concluded since 31st of October 2019. We don't have much to discuss on the core issues. The government of India has been assuring us that they are exploring all the means and ways in order to culminate the process into a successful, inclusive solution at an earliest, as desired by the people. With the government of India's representative, A.K. Mishra, we have conveyed our longing for an early solution and also the desire of the Naga people to have an early solution before election. There will be a time when the party concerned would like to or may resort to passing the blame on the other party. We all know very well because it is because of certain contentious issues that cannot be resolved between the NSCN and the government of India.
Welcome to Naga NLTV. So mon lawas. Aji aroik bar apni hana samne te aroik ta khobor loine ayase. Aru itu news to alag mohan ekuno hai ami hala state prahi ase aru state loine center TV ki ase itu lahi related de ase koine to apni hange mohan age janabo. To itu ki ase guli to apni hange jana ase etia mohan aine thaka to hele NSCN ke which is Khango itu la tahanla mohan Mr. Issac Sumi lo de aina se Co-Convenor tale to kotha pade ine mohan janibo mohan laga kotha to kinka chuli ase central lo te apni khan sob jana isna peace talk hobi to kinka jai ase aru mohan iman time tak core committee meeting khan bi sai ase to tai bi tate ekjon thaiki ne tate kotha kurise to idula tahan center te Delhi pra bi return aha to idula bode mon kinka discussion hoise aru kinka thakshi idula bode mon olop kotha pati sao. So sir, first of all thank you very much apni mon ke inka time dia karne. So sir mohan apni pra itu janubole mon ase ami han each and every time bi man core committee meetings sai ase state la bitor dibi between central government aru ami han laga etel Nagaland de apni han laga ke hobi Nnpg khan lote itu kotha chuli thaka to itu sir kinka stand de ase itula situation to kinka ase itula pote mon ke jana parbo apni.
Recently, I think it has already been published through various social medias how the interaction with the latest interaction with the core committee was. Since we have made it very clear that all the substantive issues has already been negotiated and declared concluded since 31st of October 2019. We don't have much to discuss on the core issues. It was a casual review, overall review of the aspects of the process, or else we don't have any core issues as such to discuss anymore.
Okay. So sir, ami han bi to sob jani ase apni han bi Delhi private return kali vi mohan airport apni harne angarne wait ko deso libi because of due to this bad weather apni han landing na pai ne return jaise to mohan kotha kuru para nai ta de to sir apni han Delhi de ja to central lote kotha kuri thaka itula government of India lote kotha kuri thaka to tahani to pote kinga ki ko ase tahan to.
The government of India has been assuring us that they are exploring all the means and ways in order to culminate the process into a successful, inclusive solution at an earliest, as desired by the people. And in our recent meeting with the government of India's representative, A.K. Mishra, we have conveyed our longing for an early solution and also the desire of the Naga people to have an early solution before election.
Okay. So sir, would you please tell us on like when you were in Delhi, so as you say that government of India is very much constant to give an early solution, but why in a repeated manner there is a core committee meeting and you know that meetings are going on in the state regarding the solution? So peoples are, it is not from our side, but the people itself are asking why government of India is taking so lots of time to conclude this and give us the solution.
Well, in a prolonged negotiation which has spanned over the last 25 years, definitely there will be a time when the party concerned would like to or may resort to passing the blame on the other party. However, it is a known fact that the delay in arriving at a solution, we all know very well because of certain contentious issues that cannot be resolved between the NSCN and the government of India. However, on the part of the working committee Nnpg, we have finalized all the core issues, and it is only a matter of time as and when to sign the final agreement. So in the recent latest meeting with the Government of India's representative A.K. Mishra in Delhi, they have made known to us that there has also been an incremental progress with the NSCN. However, it is not yet conclusive. And on our part also, as I have mentioned earlier, all the substantive issues, all the core issues have been finalized and declared concluded. However, consultations will continue until such time we arrive at a final signing of the agreement.
Okay. So, sir, as we go on with this, we'd also like to know regarding the, as we're asking the early solution, Naga early solution, on that, on this basis, what was their response towards, this is very important to be asked you, that about the flag and constitution. Was there any talk between that meeting in Delhi between your RD and the government of India?
No, as I've said earlier, there was no discussion on any substantive or core issues. However, let me be very clear. We also consider flag as a very sacred to us. And if you go through our status paper, which we have already submitted to the Government of India, you will find that a convenient arrangement has already been met with regard to flag and constitution. However, let us, in all sanity, let us also try to reason and let us see whether it is logical or not to ask the Government of India to allow us to use Naga flag in the Indian institution, whether it is logical or not. But as I have said, flag, it is a very sacred thing to us. We honor, and there is no objection, even on the part of the Government of India, for the usage of the Naga flag in our social and cultural events. However, we must all try to understand that there has not been a single instance throughout the world, a particular nation asking for the flag of other nation to be used in their own institution. So such is the case with the Nagas. So what I mean to say is it logical enough that the Nagas should ask the Government of India to use the Naga national flag in the Indian institution? Is that logical? However, we must honor and we must be practical. At the same time, we must appreciate the approach of the Government of India. The Government of India, in a way, has given a recognition to the historical aspect of the Nagas, that the Nagas were a sovereign people. And therefore, they have not denied or they have not objected to the utility of Naga flag in our social and cultural event. So until such time the Naga becomes a sovereign nation, I don't think it is practicable to demand the Government of India to allow the Nagas to use the Naga national flag in the Indian government institution.
Okay.
You got my point?
Yeah. So, sir, it's very funny, but I have to ask you to this. It's the people what we see, because we are in the field of media. We know we go through different surveys and comment section and different posts being circulated in social media, and not only in social media but also in the outer land to be connecting with the people. It seems the people. This is like both to you and Government of India. That is there any lie the Government of India is always showing towards Nagas, and is there is the particular thing that NNPGs are hiding, or any factions are hiding, that they have consulted with the government of India, or you can say that government of India itself is lying to the NNPGs, or the factions are not giving the actual solution?
Okay. You see, with regard to the NNPG's engagement with the government of India, it has been very transparent enough. The NNPG entered into the talk with the government of India by consulting all the stakeholders, like the Apex tribal organizations, civil organizations, charges, the Naga intellectuals, and accordingly, even our status papers that contains the core demand of the Nagas, we have circulated in the public domain, soliciting their responses and their inputs. So on the part of NNPG, we don't have any such hidden agenda. All the process has been transparent, accountable, and the entire stakeholders has been taken into confidence. However, we all know that the entire Nagas has been wondering and has been constantly asking the NSCN to reveal their competencies, to reveal their demand to the government of India. They have been engaged with the government of India for the last 25 years, but we all know that except for one-page declaration, the entire competencies of the NSCN is yet to be brought to the public domain. And even we as a negotiator, we are completely ignorant about it. And therefore, it is not for me or for the NNPGs to give any comment on that, since we don't have any knowledge about the demand of the NSCN, which they have forwarded to the government of India.
Okay. So, if you don't comment also, but as per your knowledge, what will be their content or context inside that in a pages written to, the people are asking still now from, as you said, it's been a 25 years now, and still it's in a pending way, you can say. It's almost pending. So, what will be your stand on that?
Let me be very clear on that. Let me be very precise on that. We cannot simply sign a blank check. On the other hand, at this very crucial juncture, when we are trying to initiate a confidence-building measure, even among the Naga negotiating groups, I do not wish to resort to any presumption. But I am hopeful that whatever is good for the people, whatever is honorable, then we have no objection. So we are optimistic that the demands of the NSCN, whatever it is, must be and should be good for the people.
Okay. Also, sir, I would also like to ask you this. As you and your NPGs, that NSCN were in the Delhi, so what is the particular good thing that you have, witnessed on the side from the government of India, and you brought it, and you think that yes, we are very soon going to get our early solution on that particular thing? Can you give us one context on that?
So far, the government of India has been reassuring us again and again. They have been appealing to us to be patient. And we also know that the struggle has been going on for the last 70, 80 years. So it is not a matter that can be resolved overnight. And with regard to the response, or with regard to the initiative so far taken by the government of India, is worth appreciating. Especially the previous interlocutor, Arun Ravi. He has been very decisive, and he has been frank, very candid enough as to what is possible and what is not possible. He has been very frank with us. And now, when it comes to the government of India's representative, A.K. Mishra, he's a fine gentleman. He's very diplomatic. But as I have said earlier, except for the casual review of the overall aspects of the process, there was no need for us to dwell on any core issues. So the ongoing engagement with the Government of India's representative, A.K. Mishra, it is a casual review of the overall aspects. And I should say it is fine, and yeah, it is fine, I should say.
So, sir, so can you particularly give us one, that in a year or a timing when this solution will be bought very soon? Like, obviously, as we are going to, and we are talking here, and people are listening to us, and they would like to and hear from a side that yes, this day or this year might be we can be getting our solution. Is there any chances?
I would like to take this opportunity to share my mind on that context. There has been so many politicians over the ages, over the decades of this political process, trying to take mileage or trying to take advantage out of this. We have experienced so many ups and downs during the entire several decades of conflict. And there has been so many politicians, both underground and overground, who tried to manipulate the Naga issue for their own benefits. And there have been Naga overground politicians who also tried to take maximum advantage out of this Naga issue for their poll politics. And therefore there has been a lot of false promises. And you can see and you can experience for yourself that there has been high momentum in the talk process, especially from the state politician sides, whenever election comes closer. So we can see, we can discern, to be very frank, I'm not trying to put blame on any particular leader or any political party, but there have been a lot of underhand play. But now enough is enough, and the public are no longer naive, the Nagas are no longer ignorant. There has been enough public pressure, and the public are completely fed up with false promises. And therefore, the demand for an early solution has gained high momentum, and the public are no longer willing to be misled or to be compromised in any circumstance. Therefore, I do not like to give any false hope by declaring any timeline as and when the solution will happen. But it has always been our efforts and desire to bring solution without further delay. That has been our consistent effort and our consistent stand. And in the present context also, we have made it known very clear that we will support and we will endorse the decision of the Naga people, which was taken in 2018, that election for solution, which was also promised by the BJP political party. So now the people are very impatient. They have exercised the people have exercised caution and patience for a very long time. Now the people doesn't want election without solution. And therefore the Nnpg we have taken a consensus decision to endorse the stand of the people that there should not be election without solution.
Okay, sir, on one last thing I would like to ask. That is, as you are saying, you are not giving any false promise. You don't want to give to the public. And plus, there is a very much interruption, you can say. We can call it as an interruption from on behalf of politicians, some politicians who have misguided the people of Nagaland itself. And so, on that context, I would like to add also that there are many people, the percentage of people, not the percentage, I can say the entire Nagas, they won. While there is any meeting or there is a core committee meeting, you can say, or any discussion going on around in Nagaland or any other place, they are demanding there should be a general public should be allowed during that time, and every discussion should be discussed on front of the people, and whatever is there, it will be witnessed by the people. So it's a way, you can say, the people they no longer, they doesn't have any trust, it's lacking. So
in that context, I should say that if the people want a sort of referendum, that can also be initiated. And all along, it has been a people's struggle. So unless we take the people into confidence, any kind of solution, it will become null and void if it is rejected by the people. And therefore, any sort of solution should be broad-based, endorsed, and supported by the people. And therefore, if necessary, a time and circumstances will come when, before signing the final agreement, the people will be taken on board, and whatever sort of solution that is supposed to be arrived at will be first made known to the people. So there is no doubt that the solution will be, done without the confidence or the support of the people.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for adding up your info to us. And so, viewers, we have come to an end to this discussion of today's. So, as you know, Mr. Issac Sumi is a co-convenor of Nnpg, that is NSCN Khango, and we have discussed with him whatever they have talked in the center, and they have returned back to the state. They are very much confident the government of India is also willing to provide early solution. Before that, there is a caution, lots of caution that you have given and you have been asking around yourself, or giving to us, or asking any person or politician, you can say, that when the early solution, Naga Solution will come up. We hope and we think that it will come very soon, but it is also you will be getting an opportunity, as the sir said, that when time comes, we'll take up the decision of the people. That means we are the one who will be deciding our destination. So viewers, we're ending our talk here, and thank you very much for watching us till the end. If you want the more news, you can watch Nagaland TV. I'm a reporter, Musarraf Ali, with video journalist Bendang Sanap Chabir.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.